to Ron's Rides. Let's do a quick pull before we start the conversation. Roll up the windows there. All right, welcome back. So if you guys didn't know, which I'm sure a lot of you have already seen, yesterday, just less than 24 hours ago, Maserati unveiled the official photos of the new 2018 GranTurismo. Finally, what everybody's been asking for, right? So if you haven't seen the pictures, here's the pictures now. I'll display those quick pictures for you and then check those out. We'll come back and talk about it. Here's those pictures. Okay, so here's what we know. It has a new front end. Now it looks like a new front bumper, which they call it like the, what was it, shark something? Shark fin, shark tail, shark something. Shark nose, I think it's shark nose. Front end, which to me it looks kind of like Quattroporte, the new Quattroporte front bumper, just a little bit redesigned to make it look more aggressive. But we do know that that is a new shark nose front bumper. We also know that it is V8, 4.7, 460 horsepower, which sounds like the same specs as the original GranTurismo. So I don't think there's much of a power upgrade there as far as that goes. It may be the same V8 that has been in the previous GranTurismos, or it may be the refresh that the refresh V8 is in Quattroporte GTSs. So we'll have to find that out because they only posted those pictures that I've showed you. So we know that much. We also know it's still the same ZF transmission. So we know that much about that as well. I'm not exactly sure the speeds yet. If anybody else has found out since posting this video what the speed of transmission is, let me know, because I'm not sure myself. But we do know that it is the same ZF transmission. We don't know anything about the back. I haven't seen anything about the rear. They haven't mentioned anything. They changed the rear. Like I said, it's more of the front shark nose grille, front end, you know, with the carbon fiber, you know, lip at the bottom, but there's nothing of the back yet. It debuted at the New York Stock Exchange yesterday around 9-10 p.m. It's 8:40 a.m. the next day as I'm recording this video, so less than 24 hours. So haven't seen the rear, haven't seen the rear design, the rear. We also know that the interior has been updated. So they updated the infotainment. No pictures of the interior, but they have updated the infotainment as they have said. So it's probably going to look more like the new Maserati infotainment, Maserati touch control that they have in the Maseratis these days. So, you know, Apple CarPlay and stuff like that. So it's what we asked for, right? We wanted this new, you know, redesign of the interior. So they do have that much. And I'm assuming, and this is going to be my educated guess. Sorry, I had to do that. This is going to be my educated guess. They're probably going to have the newer steering wheels in them too, like the sport steering wheels. You know, if they're going to redesign the interior, that's probably going to be one of the things. Not sure as far as the seats go, and the leather and all that. I'm going to do another pull for you. Hopefully you guys, you don't mind me interrupting the talk for these. We'll do one more and then I'll start back up. You guys ready? All right, that was a quick 0 to 60. So we do know that much, that the front nose is replaced, the infotainment is replaced, and we know the horsepower as far as the V8 motor is pretty much the same. It might be bumped up just a little bit, if I recall, but it's not much of a change. And we also know that the transmission is the same, just not sure the speeds. So other than that, it's updated, it's refreshed, it's not a replacement to the GranTurismo. So what do you guys think? Should they have replaced the model, called it dead completely, instead of putting this new nose and having the same powertrain and transmission and saying, hey, here's another one, you know, buy me? Or should they have replaced it instead of just replacing a few things? You know, what should they charge for something like this? If they're not changing much about the car, but refreshing a few things, what should they charge, you know, for this model? Should it be a higher price just because of the few, you know, refresh changes? Because, you know, it's not much faster or not, well, you know, whatnot. But it's what a lot of people wanted. They wanted some sort of change. It's just been the same thing for years on years. So would it, to you, be worth, you know, paying the money full price, you know, for these changes that, you know, a lot of people have been begging for? Or would you have rather they deaded the car and, you know, put the Alfareri in its place, even though the Alfareri still may come out? Do you feel like, you know, it should have been a GranTurismo replacement and not a refreshed GranTurismo just to, you know, prolong the Alfareri, you know, debut? So a lot of questions to ask in this, and I'll definitely be looking for your comments in this. Also, if you're looking for a GranTurismo now, I'm sure those prices are going to drop significantly. So, you know, with the new refresh come out, they're not going to be charging the same for the older model as the newer model. So you guys are in the market, you should be able to get one at a pretty decent price. So that's always a plus. But I'm looking forward to it fully debuting in a couple of days at Goodwood Festival of Speed, so we can really see it, we can hear it, we can see it inside and out, and really see what it's about. I'm sure it looks beautiful in person. I'm sure all the changes they made, you know, are amazing touches, but was it enough? One thing I am excited about is people are talking about Maserati again, which is great, because there wasn't really a lot of excitement about Maserati. Their flagship model was the GranTurismo, and it was old. You know, the MC12 is the top of the line, and, you know, 1 of 50, but it's not like they make those anymore, and it's not like your average consumer can get their hands on them, you know. So with that said, this is the newest thing that everybody's talking about, and it gets everybody hyped up. Okay, what's Maserati got in store? Okay, they're refreshing the brand, they're getting everything back in place, you know. So whether it's good or bad, we're talking, built some buzz for themselves, and it should be a good look. So I'm really hoping that whatever they did as far as the full Monty, I know what they did so far, but whatever else they did to the car does something for the brand, and really put some excitement into the brand, you know, because I think Maserati needs it. You know, it's just one of those things where it's reviving the brand and keeping everything, you know, exciting. So I'm really hoping that it does the job. Like I said, we'll know in a couple of days at Goodwood Festival of Speed. This is all we've gotten so far, but if anybody else knows anything else that I don't know, you know, than what I've seen so far on the websites and Facebook, let me know and put it in the comments, you know, so everybody else knows. But I do want to know you guys' thoughts on everything. I do want to know, you know, how you feel about the rebranding and about everything being fresh and everything being new. If they should have, like I said, replaced it, or if they should have, you know, just kept it how they did it, and, you know, everybody's gonna buy it this way and appreciate it. So I definitely, like I said, want to know your thoughts. Also, give the video a like. I definitely want to get it up there so other people can see what I'm talking about here, you know, with Maserati, and, you know, let everybody know that the new GT is on the way. Subscribe always if you like amateur Maserati, Alfa Romeo news, videos, all that kind of stuff. Links in the description for my social media and all that stuff. You know, the typical YouTube thing. Other than that, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the new GranTurismo for 2018. Definitely just comment. We'll talk about it. I'll talk to you in the next one, guys. Peace.